Eminem is undoubtedly one of the best rappers of all time. Eminem dominated the early to mid 2000s before leaving the game in 2004 with his final album Encore, and after this, M went on hiatus. During this time, Eminem was gearing up to drop his sixth studio album, which the rumored name was King Mathers. This album never ended up dropping but would eventually end up leaking. Eminem eventually returned to the world of hip hop in 2009 with his album Relapse. During this time, an inspiring rapper from Cleveland, Ohio named Colson Baker would begin pursuing his rap career. Growing up, Baker idolized rappers like Ludacris, DMX, 50 Cent, and his biggest idol, Eminem. Baker would adopt the rap name Machine Gun Kelly, or MGK for short. At just 16 years old in 2006, MGK would drop a prelude to his upcoming mixtape, and the next year, on October 12, 2007, at just 17 years old, MGK dropped his debut mixtape, Stamp of Approval. MGK followed up with mixtapes like Certified in 2008 and Homecoming in 2009. After getting a lot of traction, MGK signed a deal with Blockstars to release his single Alice in Wonderland in 2010. After MGK won Best Performer at the 2009 Ohio Hip Hop Awards. Shortly after this, in March of 2011, after MGK performed at South by Southwest in Austin, Texas, he was approached by Diddy, who offered him a deal with Bad Boy Records, which was an imprint of Interscope Records as of September 2009. Now, if you don't know, Dr. Dre's Aftermath Entertainment and Eminem's Shady Records are both imprints of Jimmy Iovine's Interscope Records, so that's a direct connection between Eminem and MGK. After signing with Bad Boy and Interscope, MGK continued dropping music. On September 27, 2011, MGK dropped the track called Wild Boy featuring Waka Flocka Flame, and after this is when MGK would begin blowing up. Later that year, on December 4th, 2011, MGK appeared on the Hollywood Shuffle on Sirius XM Shade 45. This show was hosted by DJ Who Kid, a longtime DJ for 50 Cent and longtime friend of Eminem. What made this even more ironic was that Shade 45 is Eminem's hip-hop station since October 2004. A young MGK doing an interview on Eminem's radio station and being interviewed by someone in the Shady Aftermath camp and DJ Who Kid is pretty funny. During the interview, Who Kid would ask MGK if he respected Eminem, to which MGK would say that he does, and M is his idol.
What's up with I always ask everywhere, do you respect Eminem? Is Eminem?
Hell yeah.
I want to get that clear before you get out this Eminem channel.
Yeah.
If you don't, you can tell me, but you do though.
No, dude's a fucking legend. He's my idol. I love comparisons to him. Like that's the only person I like. Him and DMX are the only people I like.
Early tweets that MGK put out about Eminem would later surface when he said, "Eminem makes me want to quit rapping. He's good, lol." And last but not least, here's my daily I want to meet Eminem tweet. Greatest ever. Eminem is like the greatest to ever walk the face of the earth. How stupid do the people that doubted him feel right now? I am an Eminem stan for sure. So as you can tell, MGK was a huge fan of Eminem. In 2012 is when this beef would begin. On May 7th, 2012, MGK tweeted out about Eminem's daughter Haley saying, in quotes, "Okay, so I just saw a picture of Eminem's daughter, and I have to say, she is hot as fuck," in the most respectful way possible because M is king. Now at the time, MGK was 22 years old, and Eminem's daughter was only 16 years old at the time. Eminem caught wind of this tweet, and of course got pissed. So Eminem would allegedly ban MGK entirely from Shade 45 from doing interviews and from playing his music. According to MGK, after this, Eminem allegedly called Diddy and Jimmy Iovine, who of course MGK was signed with Bad Boy and Interscope, telling them that he didn't like the tweet and wanted him to apologize. MGK allegedly got a conference call the next morning at 9 a.m. asking him to publicly apologize. The next year, in early 2013, MGK posted on Facebook saying, "I just walked around my room with my hood up holding a remote, limp-syncing every word to Eminem's Lose Yourself, and I realized something. I realized how crazy it is to have someone like that to be a fan of, someone you can feel like you know without even meeting them. Someone that can make another grown-ass person stand up and run around the room singing the lyrics because you feel them that much."
Yo, his palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, there's vomit on the sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking now, everybody's choking now. clocks for now. Time's up, over, black.
In October of 2013, Eminem dropped his album The Marshall Mathers LP 2. While on tour, MGK did an interview with Montreality to speak on his thoughts on MMLP 2 and goes into how he idolized Eminem growing up.
What did you think of the Marshall Mathers LP 2?
What I think of the Marshall Mathers LP 2? I'm still scared to listen to it. I'm scared to listen to it because that's my idol. You know what I'm saying? That's my idol, and I feel like he said all he has to say. You know what I'm saying? So if, you know, I'm of course I'm gonna love anything he does. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I would hope people would be the same with me. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, have I listened to it? No. Am I scared to listen to it? Yes. Do I want to listen to it? Dude, I wanted to listen to it the second I even heard he was recording it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like scared to make that step, like, because I don't ever want to look at my idol like, you know. And I hear so many different things, you know. But I mean, people's opinions, I'll make my own. But I'll listen to it when I get off tour. In high school, my room looked like high school and middle school. I had a Eminem poster on my wall. It was the Eminem poster where he had like a gray hoodie on, no shirt, and like matching gray sweatpants. And it said Eminem on it. I had a 50 Cent poster.
Fast forward to October 16th, 2015. MGK dropped his second studio album, General Admission. 3 days later, while promoting the album, MGK did an interview with Hot 97 where he would speak on the tweet he made about Eminem's daughter back in 2012. During this interview, he actually hinted at Eminem blackballing him for the tweet, and you can see in the interview MGK wants to diss Eminem, but Ebro sort of stopped it from happening when he put a beat on for MGK to freestyle over.
All you're doing is poisoning the world with your bullshit.
Was it just entertainment when you tweeted Eminem's daughter?
You know, at the time, I didn't think that was a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't even know what happened.
I didn't tweet his daughter. This is. I'll tell you the situation. I'll tell you the situation because this is something that I feel like, you know, quiet is kept still. You know, is a reason why certain things don't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't happen. Okay.
Right? So like, pictures of that had came out, and I'm like, what, 20 years old, 21 at the time, and I'm like, oh my God.
And she's beautiful.
I said she's beautiful.
Yeah.
But all respect due, Eminem is king.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
So what was,
So my point.
what was turned into?
And is there a 15-year age gap where I'm a creep for that?
No.
I was 21, dog.
But wait, what turned in? What came? What happened?
It just led
I guess people took it as disrespect, maybe, but
Nah. Certain people took it and
ran with it
and
hyped it up
and it was and you know,
became something you had to like live down and like deal with.
Bruh.
A lot of shit went on behind the scenes.
Like I said,
that sucks.
certain people won't even listen or review this joint. Certain places you won't even hear Machine Gun Kelly on.
Oh,
certain things won't even happen, and
because of that.
And look, man, a friend of mine said it best yesterday. They said, "Why do you care? You came in the industry blackballed. Like you already came in with everyone hating you.
That's
so
true.
like,
why are you even?
I'm not stressing it, man. I'm not, because I'm not wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I've done nothing wrong but come up from being a nobody and being a loser and doing exactly what the goal of hip hop was in the first place, which is earn respect in the community. You know what I'm saying? Use my voice to bring other people up from a dark place. Like, speak on realities of what's going on in my community. And I've stayed true to that. So like, man, you, man. Fuck anybody who's trying to take food off of not just my plate, but like a whole city. You know, like it's more than just me, man. Like, let us win, man. Like, help.
Rally
like, help, man. Help us, man.
We working.
Help us, bro. Like, man, my intentions aren't ill. I'm not out here flashing chains. I'm doing this for the same reason everybody else started doing this back in the day. Like, for this respect, man. Like, let me win, man. Stop holding me back. Everybody got to stop this. Machine Gun Kelly is
it may not stop.
It's not. That's the problem. It's not. I will always continue to overcome.
You don't see it now, but it's the best thing for you if you don't crack. You don't see it right now, but it's the best thing for you if you don't crack. If you don't crack.
What made you ask that question?
Because I remember hearing that you were banned from Sirius XM. So I figured, I was always trying to figure out why you were banned from Sirius XM. Or
I
maybe
never even heard this
specifically
before.
just Shade 45, which is Eminem's channel.
Yeah, I've never heard this till today, but
And then I heard somebody
Very interesting.
mention it. So I was just curious.
Look, man.
this is one of those times when you say it is what it is.
It is what it is. But I'll say it like this,
If you
man.
don't crack, it's the best thing for you.
Yeah. Done. And finito. Hey, how about this?
And you know what? And you but you know what? Imagine.
Ebro.
Rockin' beats.
Hold on.
We got bars today.
Later that year, on December 5th, 2015, MGK did an interview with Tim Westwood where he would speak on Eminem when he was asked about him saying that he was banned from Shade 45.
How's you and Eminem?
I love him, man. It's music obviously changed.
Do you think the industry's holding you back a bit?
I think there are certain things that work against me, yeah, but
If we were to name those?
well, I mean, you know, like being, you know, banned from Shade 45 was
Hurtful?
it was pretty weird. It was just like
Yes. Where did that come from?
for just comments, I think comment I had made or just someone, you know, just people you know, again, man, I think Eminem was way too high in the totem pole to ever be even thinking about, you know, what the I'm doing or saying. So I don't, you know, I think it's just people on, you know, the team or something. But it's different now because it's like, you know, me and Yellow Wolf like are cool and you know, just through so many of the same friends that we have and kind of throughout the streets in the back in the States, like it was just and the fact that he's talented and also a f***ing badass and like, you know what I'm saying, like stands for some cool shit. It's like, you know, that's linked up now. And you know, obviously I've done YouTube tributes to, you know, I've sat on the stairs of St. Andrews where, you know, 8 Mile battles took place at, and I sat there and did an acoustic Lose Yourself, you know what I'm saying? I played St. Andrews that night and did the 8 Mile battle freestyle at the end, you know what I'm saying? Just because it was just like this man's brain was so influential on the way I think, you know what I'm saying? And you know, for just being a Midwest boy coming from kind of like, you know, just like that lower middle class, upper lower class type shit, like that was just what I love that shit. So, you know, when I like was finding out that there was, you know, maybe people like taking things I had said the wrong way or, you know, problems because, you know, me and Yella had an issue. And then because I'm also, you know, like I'm not a either. Like if I see somebody out and, you know, that, and I'm not speaking on Yella either when I say this, but when I see somebody out or whatever from the team and I say something about addressing the situation, it's like, don't, you know, that's not like me being, you know, I think that should be respected because, you know, I don't ever leave to like the imagination. I pretty much just like confront it when it happens. So I don't know, man. It's whatever. You know, shit. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, what can you? It's just like, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Fast forward 2 years later to May 12th, 2017. MGK dropped his album Bloom. While on a promotional run for the record, on May 16th, 2017, MGK stopped by Power 106 to do an interview with LA Leakers. MGK would end up spitting a freestyle. And during this freestyle, he took shots at Eminem when he referenced how Eminem allegedly banned him from Shade 45, referring to M as his favorite rapper.
I'm my favorite rapper alive since my favorite rapper banned me from Shade 45. I wonder.
The next year, on March 1st, 2018, Tech 9 dropped a track called No Reason featuring MGK. On his verse, MGK would throw subliminals at Eminem, and this is when this beef would officially take to wax. MGK starts off the verse by referencing Dr. Dre when he said this.
It's only one option. You gon' need a doctor. I ain't talking about the one from Compton.
MGK would then say that y'all just rap and are not gods, which is a clear reference to Eminem's song Rap God.
So remind y'all, you just rap, you not God.
After this, Eminem would catch wind of these subliminals and had enough because Eminem had been hearing what MGK had been saying in interviews and heard his diss on his LA Leakers freestyle. On August 31st, 2018, Eminem dropped his surprise album Kamikaze. This album was mainly focused on dissing the current state of hip-hop and a diss towards everyone who hated on his album Revival, which released just a year prior in 2017, to which Revival would be received poorly by critics and other rappers. On the track Not Alike, Eminem finally responds to MGK on Wax. The second verse is primarily dedicated to dissing MGK and other rappers Eminem refers to as mumble rappers. Eminem starts off by calling MGK a wannabe gunner, because if you know, that is one of MGK's nicknames.
You say you affiliated with murderous killers. Hey! The people you run with are thuggin'. Hey! But you just a wannabe gunner.
M then says that MGK ain't never been charged with nothing, basically saying MGK is a wannabe gangster, and then goes on to refer to himself as the rap god as a shot back at MGK for saying he ain't a rap god.
You ain't never even been charged in connection with battery. You ain't plugged into nothing. Rap guys with lyrical bullets.
Eminem then directly references MGK's disses on his song with Tech 9 and says that Kelly is just trying to keep his tough guy demeanor.
This little sucker, he must be feeling himself. He wants to keep up his tough demeanor, so he does a feature, decides to team up with Nina.
Eminem then directly name drops MGK when he does a play on his name and R. Kelly's, because R. Kelly has a history of involvement with minors, and he also tells MGK to not mention Haley or he'll end up like Ja Rule.
But you already know who the you are, Kelly, but keep commenting on my daughter hands, but just in case you forgot, really, you need your memory.
M then goes on to call MGK a non-threatening cornball and says that he's not ready for the shots he's about to throw at him.
Let me put a fucking silencer on this little non-threatening blonde, very cornball taking shots at me.
He then tells MGK to call Diddy, which is who MGK was signed to at the time, and says that he better hope that he doesn't call Trick, and tells him to respect the OGs of hip-hop.
Better call Diddy, just to try to get me off, and you better hope I don't call Trick. This shit don't fly in our city. Punk, you don't disrespect OG.
On the track The Ringer, Eminem also references MGK when he did a play on Lil Pump's song Gucci Gang when he said this.
Finger bang, chicken wang, MGK,
MGK heard this, so he decided to record a diss track on Eminem and shoot a video for it. Just 3 days after Eminem dropped Kamikaze on September 3rd, 2018, MGK dropped his Eminem diss track, a song we would all get to know as Rap Devil. This track was just 4 verses of Kelly just completely tearing into Eminem. MGK starts off by referencing Eminem's beard that he debuted in 2017, calling it weird. Then he goes on to say that Eminem shouldn't be talking tough when he pays millions of dollars in security every year.
Somebody grab him some clippers. This beard is weird. Tough talk from a rapper paying millions for security a year.
He then calls Eminem sober and bored and directly references Eminem's lines on his song Not Alike, when he said that he was going to call Trick.
You sober and bored, huh? I know. I'm about to be 46 years old, dog. Talking about, I'ma call up Trick. Man, you sound like a bitch.
On the chorus, he says that he's sick of the sweatsuits and hats that Eminem notoriously wore in the 2000s. He also says that he's sick of Eminem being rich and still mad.
I'm sick of them sweatsuits and them corny hats, let's talk about it. I'm sick of you being rich and you still mad, let's talk about it.
That day, MGK put out a tweet saying, I'm standing for not just myself, but my generation. I'm doing the same shit you did back in your day. Life is still real on my side, and I had to take time from the grind to defend myself from someone I called an idol. Love, Rap Devil. 3 days later, on September 6, 2018, while on tour, MGK performed Rap Devil live for the first time in Grand Rapids, Michigan. On September 11, 2018, Eminem sat down with Sway for an interview to discuss his album Kamikaze. And during this interview, Sway brought up MGK, asking M why he dissed Kelly on Kamikaze. This is what M had to say.
You also, on this album, you went in on MGK. You guys had a discrepancy. He mentioned it in his response song, Rap Devil. You know, that let's call Sway and ask him why I can't get on Shade 4-5. That was in response, so I seen him on the street once, and I didn't know he couldn't come up to Shade at that time, 4-5. And I said, man, come on up, man. And then I had to see him again and say, hey, man, I don't know what this is. Yeah. But until that gets cleared up, there's no way I can have you on there. Yeah. What's the shit with that? What happened?
Well, the shit is, just for the record, the thing that was going on that he was saying about my daughter, I didn't even know about that until like literally like a year and a half later. It never hit my radar. One day, you know, you go down the wormhole of YouTube and whatever, right? So I see Machine Gun Kelly talks about Eminem's daughter, whatever, right? So what the click on it. Like, yo, why is he Then he starts doing a press run, basically, about Haley. I'm like, what the f? Yo, my man better chill, right? So that's not why I dissed him. The reason I dissed him is actually a lot more petty than that.
Okay.
The reason that I dissed him is because first when he said, I'm the greatest rapper alive since my favorite rapper banned me from Shade 45 or whatever he said, right? Like I'm trying to hinder his career, so I don't give a f about your career. You think I actually fucking think about you? You know how many rappers that are better than you? You're not even in the conversation. I don't care if you can blow or if you don't blow. It doesn't matter to me. But then when you get on Tech Nine's album and you start sending shots and people start hitting me up, yo, Machine Gun dissed you, he just dissed you, he dissed you. I'm like, I listen to it, I'm like, did he really diss me though? I keep listening to it. Y'all just rap, you not gods. And then somebody sends me a screenshot of his Twitter. And it says, had some shit to get off my chest. You just rap, you not God. Some like that. And I was like.
A reference to the Rap God song?
Yeah. So I'm like, on the song he said, y'all just rap, you not gods. And on Twitter he said, you just rap, you not God. Had some shit to get off my chest. And I'm seeing, and by the way, this was on the heels of the freestyle he had just did about Shade 45. It's like, shut the f up. Shut the f up. I want to destroy him, but I also don't want to make him bigger. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because now you're a fucking enemy.
You haven't heard his Rap Devil response?
No, I heard it.
What do you think of it?
It's not bad for him. He has some good lines in it.
Did y'all really call Interscope to try to shelve his?
No, I never made a call to Diddy, really?
Yeah.
I got Diddy's number, just hit him up. Yo, Diddy, what up? Never happened. It didn't feel like a diss to me, it just felt like pitiful. I'm like, f. Now I'm feeling bad for something I didn't even have to do with.
3 days after this interview, Eminem dropped his response diss track towards MGK called Kill Shot, where Eminem just destroyed MGK. Eminem pointed out how MGK dissed him on one line, then complimented him on the next.
Wait, you just dissed me? I'm perplexed. Insult me in a line, compliment me on the next, damn.
Eminem then goes on to say that he's 45 and still outselling MGK.
So before you die, let's see who can out Petty who with your corny lines. Slim your roll, out Kelly, ooh, but I'm 45 and I'm still outselling you.
Eminem also says that he has more fans than MGK in his own city.
Got more fans than you in your own city, little kitty, go play. Feel like I'm babysitting, Lil Tay.
He then says that this is as big as MGK is gonna get, and he says that he had to give him a career just to destroy it.
It's your moment. This is it, as big as you're gonna get, so enjoy it. Had to give you a career to destroy it.
That night, while MGK was in Atlanta at a bar, he was confronted by an Eminem fan who was also an actor named G-Rod that resulted in a fight breaking out with footage emerging. First, G-Rod started recording himself insulting MGK while he was sitting down eating, and then a photo of G-Rod with his face bruised up.
And I'm gonna say it because it has to be said. You're going for family. You're
A few days later, MGK would take to Instagram to post him with a shirt that had the Kill Shot cover art on it, which he wore during one of his performances while throwing up the middle finger. In the caption, he wrote, "He missed, #legshot, #rapdevil still #1, #let's talk about it." On September 20th, 2018, MGK appeared on The Breakfast Club, where he would speak publicly about his beef with Eminem and his reaction to Kill Shot.
I mean, let's also say it like it is. You took 2 weeks, I took 2 days. You used the Ronnie J track, I used the Ronnie J track. You used the $1 Million studio, I used the dressing room before sound check.
Well, I think he was contemplating, his thought process was, I don't want to make you any bigger, is what he said. He was like,
I mean, that's another funny narrative that I hear. I've sold over 20 million records.
For real?
Right now, as Machine Gun. I've been in 10 movies, 4 of which come out December to April.
I thought Rap Devil was better than Kill Shot. I guess I'm in the minority because people been giving me flack.
Eminem
for that.
is a great lyricist. I don't think anybody can deny that.
No, I didn't say Kill Shot was better. I just say Kill Shot wasn't trash. That's what I
I
said.
didn't think Killshot was trash.
Oh, okay.
I think Killshot was good. I just think Rap Devil was better.
What's that?
It's a 6 for me, dog.
It's a 6 for you?
I'm gonna say, but I thought Rap Devil was executed
Killshot
great.
was a leg shot. Rap Devil, we're talking about facts. You want to talk about man buns? Answer the facts.
I think people.
You want to talk about a hairstyle I wore for a movie, a blockbuster movie? Shout out Nerve. In a 10-episode Showtime series called Roadies. I'm an actor, homie. How disconnected are you? You called me a mumble rapper? Oh my!
Yeah, that was
like.
stupid.
Can we just pour some out for this old dumbass? Like, I can't even.
on the floor.
Jesus.
Fast forward the next year on February 20th, 2019. While Eminem was performing in Brisbane, Australia, the fans would chant for him to perform Killshot, to which Eminem responded, saying that he doesn't want to give MGK any more light.
JD, you getting this? I would, but I can't get that fucker any more fucking light.
A couple days later, while still in Australia, fans once again chanted for Eminem to perform Killshot, to which this time he said that it's not cool to disrespect the dead, insinuating that MGK's career is dead.
I don't think it's cool to disrespect the dead. So check this out. So anyways, as we were saying.
After this, MGK would seemingly stop making hip-hop music and began the transition into punk pop. This, of course, would cause everyone to say that Eminem made him switch genres. Fast forward to January 17th, 2020, Eminem dropped his album Music to Be Murdered By, and on the track Unaccommodating, he sent shots at MGK, confirming that the war is over and that he's moving on.
But when they ask me, is the war finished with MGK? Of course it is. I cleanse them of his mortal sins. I'm God and the Lord forgive.
Around this time, singer and actress Dolly Parton had a trending meme all over social media. So on January 24th, 2020, Eminem took to Twitter to post his version of the viral challenge, asking if he did it right. MGK would take to Twitter to comment on Eminem doing the Dolly Parton challenge, saying, 50-year-old artist trying to be relevant to the youth by posting trending memes is something I never thought I'd see. Hashtag 2020. Later that year, on December 18th, 2020, Eminem dropped Music to Be Murdered By Side B Deluxe Edition. On 2 tracks, he sent subliminal shots at MGK. On the track Nat, he subliminally mentions MGK on the chorus when he said this.
They come at me with machine guns, like trying to fight up a net.
On the track Zeus, he once again subliminally mentions MGK when he's talking to a girl, saying that she is out of her mind because she listens to 6ix9ine and she thinks MGK watched him in the battle.
Bitch, you lost me. Yeah, fair weather, wishy-washy. She thinks machine washed me. Swear to God, man, her favorite rapper wish she crossed me.
MGK would respond on Twitter that day with 2 tweets saying, I'm under your skin, those subliminals, with the laughing emoji and a trash emoji, basically saying that the disses were trash. After that, the two would go their separate ways, and nothing else was said between the two. In your opinion, who won this battle? MGK or Eminem?